I'm gonna see how it works. So I think it's recording now. So I don't think it records like the video, but it at least records the audio. So you don't have to like try and redo it or like resubmit it. But I just figured out like this is actually like the perfect time. Like the Royal Rumble just ended. I felt so stupid after you was like, I'm watching. You're like, I'm watching wrestling. I was like, what is it like Sunday night? Because it's like 5 different shows now. So I was like, which one? And I saw my boy post, and he was like, it's Royal Rumble. I was like, shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That just goes to show that like when you don't pay for TV or whatever, like I thought this whole streaming situation was like the best thing ever. And I'm like lying to myself all the time, telling people I don't need it. You know what I mean? Like I don't need TV. Like I don't really need TV. What am I missing anyway? And then like a game will come on, like I gotta go and like hack the internet to get some NFL game. If somebody tell me like a UFC or come on, and then like this is a perfect example of why, if there is a way for me to just like just bite that one piece off of like cable TV and take it, it was worth it. But they don't come at me with no one piece of it. They're like, listen, I know you're not that hungry for lunch, but I'm gonna need you to pay for this whole buffet. Like, like I just need like a snack or something. And I'm like,
I heard that.
So dude, how was it? Like how did it go?
What's going on right now?
Oh, it's still going on?
Yeah, it only gonna be over till probably 11. Yeah, I think it started. Well, they had a pre-ship, but it really started about 7.
So my buddy was talking about. He said so far it's like one of the best ones he'd seen.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking good.
And normally, like, there's somebody that was it usually? I'm trying to remember how it goes. Like usually, like in the Royal Rumble, like somebody will come back, somebody you didn't expect to lose will lose. Somebody goes heel,
right?
And then like some crazy news gets announced. So, have any of those things happened yet?
No, not really. You know, they do a women's Royal Rumble now, not just yeah. So last year, like they brought back all kinds of people, like Trish Stratus and
Lita. Do a women's Royal Rumble?
Huh?
They do a women's Royal Rumble?
Yeah. They had, as a matter of fact, a couple months ago, they had an all-women's pay-per-view for wrestling. Yeah, that shit was nuts. Listen,
they're out here winning.
Yeah.
He's out here winning. Yeah. You know how many, like, they probably could even do, like, what is it, Mars candy bars, where they're like, nobody likes Snickers or Twix. You want to eat a Mars candy bar. And you're like, yeah. Look at those guys. Like, I'd rather eat a Mars candy bar. Somebody's like, hey, man, you know they own both of those, right? You know they own both of those, right? They're about to branch off. I swear they're going to branch off and have, like, change the name and make it seem like it's a competitor and do, like, some type of fake situation to make people just want to buy tickets to that only and ban the dudes one. They are out here winning.
Oh shit!
So they're doing the women's Royal Rumble now?
Yeah, that's what's on right now. It just started. They haven't even done the guys one yet. So yeah, the women's Royal Rumble just started.
Hey, you know it's gonna be the next complaint, right?
What's that?
Yeah, you gave us a Royal Rumble, but you're gonna put us on before the guys. Like you don't want to put us on.
It's gonna always be something, man.
It's like you're not winning that argument, bro. Not at all.
Nah, I got love for the women, though, man.
Oh yeah, no, they were. My favorite was before, because what was it? She passed away like 10 years ago. China.
Yeah.
She was part of like that hardcore women coming through, like
back in the 90s. Yeah. That was back in the 90s type shit.
And that was when they still let you take them roids. Not to say that they still do.
I know they still do. Shit, them motherfuckers be a little too big over there.
What's the old dude's name? Braun Strowman. Like that dude is a prime example. That is roids. That is pure roids.
Ooh.
Brock Lesnar, I think he probably could. He's 50-50. Like he could
He got to do something, man.
Yeah, he could be, or he could be on like, what is it? They got Sylvester Stallone's old ass. He's in like his 80th movie now, and they just keep shooting him up with like extra HGH or whatever it is. Like, give him a little bit more, Rocky.
But Brock was getting his ass whooped at UFC though. Boy, that was like, hell nah, man.
Dude, I saw a picture of what was it? When CM Punk got knocked, like just
he got
knocked, because it was who was it? The debut. It was the debut of what's his name? The other dude from the WWE that came over, like what's his name?
Thing.
Jack Swagger.
Yeah.
I'm like, that dude's big, and he won. Like, you knew he was coming over to something. But the thing is, though, like, you can't, like, UFC. This is a weird thing. UFC is actually better than WWE about checking for voids. I guess I mean, more people bet on that, because if you got people betting money, like, you don't want Big Tony, Uncle Paulie, or whoever it is. I know this is racist. I know this is racist because not all Italian people gamble and are part of the mafia, which the mafia doesn't exist. the mafia does not exist.
All right.
But I'm just saying, like, that's probably why they've got to be like more on it than the WWE. WWE's like, we're here for fucking entertainment. If you don't like it,
man, it should be fun though, man. It remind me of when motherfucking Ronda Rousey was in the UFC. She started getting her ass whopped, and I was like, what?
Man.
Like, oh, she's done, nigga. She lost 2 in a row. She's done.
It's like somebody hypes up this album or they hype up this concert so much. I'm like, it's about to be the concert. No, you know what it is? Ronda Rousey was the Fire Festival of UFC. Ronda Rousey was the Fire Festival of UFC. They're like, you know what's about to be big? Ronda Rousey, you know what I mean? Roddy Piper already, you know what I mean? Like, they already said that she's going to be big. She's the biggest thing. Nobody can fight her. Only people she can beat. So she looks really good. And I guess we'll let her defend the title against somebody that might maybe win, but we can just hope that she don't win. Oh, shit, she just got beat real bad.
Yeah, real bad. Fucking boy, that shit was ugly.
And then the thing is, like, here's like the opposite fall of the ladder. It's like, normally you see people go from like WWE to UFC, and they usually don't come back until they're getting ready to like either retire or they try to calm down in life. Right. Not to say WWE ain't hard, because it is. Like, you gotta like bust your ass to put on a show, because nowadays, like, you got high flyers doing crazier stuff than the Hardy Boys did, and so it's like they gotta really be in it. But it's not the same thing. Like, it ain't like your whole life gonna change if you lose a schedule. That was
you ain't shedding blood all over the place and shit. Yeah,
but if you see boys start at the UFC, go to WWE, that's because they got that ass whooped.
Yeah.
That ass whooped many times. And they were just like, you know what? I'm going to try and save what I could save. Prime example, Ken Shamrock. Well, he was good. He was good. But for the most part, though, Ronda Rousey is definitely a good example of people that sucked at UFC and try to make it in WWE, which, did she even do well? Like, how did she even?
What, in WWE?
Yeah.
She's a champion in WWE right now. Yeah, she's smacking. They got her smacking everybody out here.
Of course, of course, the Fire Festival.
Right.
makes a great appearance over here on the world's greatest stage for entertainment. They were like, WWE was like, no, chill out. We got you. We know you're a good ticket with no fight in you.
Right. Man.
We ain't gonna let you lose because you're our prized possession right now.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I thought they was gonna make her lose tonight.
See, now that's one of the surprises. So like, that would be a big surprise. So if
I heard she was about to start a family or some shit, but she fucking won tonight already, nigga. I'm like, well, guess she ain't started one yet. So it might be WrestleMania or something. Hey. Months. So.
That family's gonna have to hold, bro. She's like, nah, not tonight, babe. Not
Yeah.
and he's sitting at home. He's sitting at home hoping that she loses. So he gets in. He's like, yeah, it's gonna be the night you lose.
That motherfucker was in the crowd, man, in the front row.
Hey, he had his fingers crossed like this.
Yeah, every time I see her fighting, he's sitting in the front row and shit.
He's waiting for shit to go down so he could just get some. So he can get some reprieve because she probably like, listen, you're gonna bring your ass to every fucking fight, and if you're not there, I'm gonna come home and beat the shit out of you. And you can't hit me back either.
He looked like he does some kind of fighting or something. I don't know, but he's a big dude.
Hey, listen, I've known larger men taken down by the lower clamps.
Oh yeah.
They're a whole different dude. Like you see big old buff dudes and like they get by a girl, like it's okay. it's okay, baby. You're like, man, you just punched me in the face and now you over here talking to her like you soft. Why? What's the issue, bro?
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, so I think like if they didn't make her lose tonight, chances are, is she like on the good side or is she a heel yet?
She's on the good side right now. Yeah, so either they're gonna make her turn or something about to happen here coming up because she's been in there probably at least 6 or 7 months.
Oh yeah, they got it. So because usually you don't get to stay up on the good side that long and reign. I mean, the only person they let that happen for, and that was back before they knew how to really flip it, and that was like Hulk Hogan, and then you had like later on they let The Rock ride it out for a little bit for like a year or so. But even then, he started off as a heel, so it's like they're about to flip her, especially nowadays, man, because people are impatient as shit. They're like, oh, okay, we get it. You're a good person. Flip this bitch.
Right.
Flip her.
Right. Yeah. It's damn near obvious sometimes, too. This shit is crazy.
And this is the wild thing is, like, it's either obvious because we've watched it so much and, like, we just know what to look for, or they just be getting sloppy in the front office. Because they said, what was it, Stephanie McMahon, she's a beast. They said, like, she's, as it goes for, like, storytelling and the whole nine, she's a beast. And I think it's because they said they made her, like, do it from, like, the ground up. And I'm like, you'd think that her dad being Vince McMahon, he'd be like, nah, go ahead and step in the front office. But apparently he's like, was it Warren Buffett be doing shit like that? The Warren Buffett talking about giving nobody no money. You ain't getting no money. He's like, come on, Uncle Buffett, what's up, man? I need these J's, man. It's like $100. You worth a good 70, 80 billion. What's up? I know what those J's you can go get. You can go get Josh's a lawnmower. That's what you can get. Those are the J's you can get with. Go get Josh's lawnmower and go take it to across the street, get your ass some money and invest that shit. But I'm 8 years old.
Right.
But yeah, no, he probably, they said he made Stephanie go all the way up through it.
Yeah. I bet his wife running that shit too. And man, I ain't seen her in a long ass time. His wife,
her ass. She was a beast too. But here's the thing that I think happened. She was trying to get up out the game and turn super mafia like and go get up in politics. And I think she had won for a minute. She's like the mayor or something somewhere. And so she's like, listen, I know it's part of it's almost like you have somebody in the mafia turn legit and they can't really associate with that side of the family. They're like, listen, I know where I come from. I do know where I come from, but we're gonna have to stay apart. We can't be seen in the same picture. We can't really, associate with each other. We can't have dinner. We'll see each other on holidays, and we'll just nod at each other, and we'll keep. It. Once she gets out of politics, it's back to the grind. It's back to the grind with her.
Yeah, it's probably been a good 10 years since I even fucking heard from her. Damn near.
Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty sure she's like a. Let me see.
I knew she did politics, but I didn't know that it ever went.
Listen, you don't got that. Listen, name of the game in politics, you get that money, and they had the money already.
Right. Yeah, they motherfuckers.
And I can never spell their last name, McMahon.
I think it's MCM.
Let's see. She's a small business administrator. What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's part of the presidential cabinet, bro.
Is she really? Oh shit! Them motherfuckers taking over the world.
Hey, listen, WWE ain't no joke, man. Like, what is it? Back in the day, the last competition they had was I'd say like early '80s, like mid '80s with WCW, because because WCW wasn't even like that great in the '90s. Like it was okay, like it was kind of there's kind of like holding on to the cliff and shit because WWF had at the time had like all the people like The Rock,
going against each other and shit. You know they had the Monday and then Tuesday and whatever. That shit was nuts.
Yeah, and Hogan was old as shit at that time. Hell, I don't know how he still be coming out and
still comes on wrestling, bro. Sometime everyone's like, he must need some money.
Listen, he better not be out there fighting. I know that much. He better not be out there fighting. And listen, I was about to say because it's like the thing is, I get it. Like we all know, like to some degree, it's it's a plot. I tell people all the time, it's like it's our soap opera stuff because like we don't really get into the whole like I don't even know what soap operas are out there anymore. That's how bad it is. But like, this is our version of it. But as much as we know that it's kind of set up and played out, we don't want to be like insulted. Like nobody wants to be insulted. You see Hulk Hogan come out here and pick up Brock Lesnar and slam him.
Man, hell no. That motherfucker.
You turn off the TV like right away. Like this is beyond me. I can't with this. But yeah, man. Hulk Hogan came. They said he came back for what was it? Mean Gene's dedication or whatever.
I think that's a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So they're doing all kinds of new motherfuckers. I didn't even see none of these ladies before, man.
So like for me that was kind of my thing. Aside from me just being cheap as hell and not buying the buffet, I got to the point where I couldn't even keep up. Back in the day, it was just like you had Monday Night Raw, and you had like SmackDown was just coming up, and like you just had like one or two, and then you had your pay-per-view events. Man, now from what I understand, and you had Saturday. They started to do Saturday morning stuff too to like try and bring on like what was it? They get them over. I don't even know what they call it, but basically get new cats over.
Yeah.
You peep at it a little bit, but now, man, it's like you got what is it? Monday Night Raw.
It's Monday and Tuesday.
And that's it. Okay.
Well, they do the they do the NXT shit.
Yeah, so they switch.
So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then a pay-per-view a month. But every time they have a pay-per-view on Sunday, the NXT pay-per-view be the day before that on Saturday night.
So they didn't flip. Like this is how good of a business thing is.
5 times a month. Right. Or well, five times or what? Yeah, 5 times 3 times a week.
They paying them NXT fighters like $3 a day. And they giving them a burrito wrap. Call it a day. It's like, listen, you better shut your ass up because we got a whole list of motherfuckers back here waiting to get on. And you better take this time. Listen, matter of fact, give me his mild sauce. He don't deserve it. Give me his mild sauce. Turn that shit in right now because we don't like no back talk. We got to set an example with you.
Right. And if I think about it now, man, they made a NXT in across seas in like England or Britain or something. So they got that shit. I just forgot about that. They just started that shit probably a month or two ago. Like, God damn. Oh.
They ain't stopping. They ain't stopping at all. I ain't mad at them though, man, because like if you think about it, and I didn't start looking at it like this until I started working at certain companies and stuff, man. Everybody out here getting money, and they look at it like a business. And then back in the day, like you'd have people, and that's why like even music now kind of sucks to some extent because back in the day they just do it for the love. They were like, listen, I know you know me. Was it Michael Jackson did some? He was on somebody's album, but a lot of stuff he went uncredited for, unpaid for, and all that stuff because he was just like, you know what, we can do it for love, and a lot of artists would do it. Nowadays, man,
ain't nobody fucking with you nowadays.
I think the funniest thing I seen was an interview. Somebody was on like a station. They asked them to they're like, do it for the culture. Just give us like a couple bars or something, spit something. He was like, you got 40 racks?
That's funny.
He said the freestyle is no longer free. The freestyle is dead. He said nobody does that anymore. He said if you send it saying words out your mouth for free, you're an idiot. I was like,
exactly.
I don't disagree with you, but there's not a good quality because of the fact that y'all don't do that no more. But
yeah, that's why nobody fucks with that new rap. That shit is trash, man.
hey, listen, if I wanted to go, and I know this is politically incorrect, but if I wanted to go and dumb myself down and go into some special classes, bro, like I would take all the drugs and at least have the fun. I wouldn't just listen to the fucking music.
Wait, don't get me wrong. There's a couple here and there that's.
Listen, you're stretching it, and I get it. I'm too, because what happens is it's almost like you go to a restaurant that costs like a lot of money, and all the shit's trash, but you kind of have to make an excuse for it. You're like, man, you know what I mean? Like, listen,
right.
The biscuit was burnt, but you know what I mean? Like at the bottom of it, like there was some decent crust on that motherfucker. Right. Like I ate some of it, so I mean, you can't say it's terrible.
Yeah, it's that fucking mumble rap shit, man. I can't get with that shit.
It's all business, bro. Like they flipped it, just like WWE's going overseas and stuff. Like when you just said that, that really solidified it for me. Everybody's out here getting that money. They're out here winning. And there's some people that listen, all I know is if Floyd Mayweather can go overseas and it was like a minute and a half.
I think it was one round or something. I'm like, God, this nigga got like $15 million for one round. I'm like, hell no, man. I definitely would have fought him for one round. Shit, bro.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna take that punch to the head or whatever it was. But you know what's funny is you know, like I know, just like them NXT fighters out here getting burritos. The fighter that was fighting against Floyd, even though he was the top dude for Japan, he wasn't getting paid what Floyd was getting paid. The promoter probably was like, he was like, listen, motherfucker, like you're lucky I got to come here. Now this can get you exposure everywhere. Yeah, it's gonna be exposure about that guy that got knocked out. But what if you win? What if you at least make it past 4 rounds? What about that?
Right.
Man. Yeah, man. So I think everybody's out here internationally, like WWE now, like they're out there getting that, and they're just trying to spread the new markets, get that paper. So Royal Rumble,
like NFL and NBA and shit too, man. It's crazy.
So what do they have? Like I know NFL does that one game a year or a couple games a year where they go.
They're talking about making a team out there. A couple. They'd have to have 2 more teams, but they've been talking about Mexico and like England and shit. You know what I mean?
So here's the deal. So this is what's wild about it, man. Like I teach like this business class or whatever, and like it's so wild that like everybody starts doing the same thing. When you look at it, they starting to mess up. Like, so the problem is they ain't really winning out here in this market no more. So all they're doing now is they're going out to a new market where they're gonna look like superheroes. They're basically pulling that UFC to WWE move. Like they getting their ass whooped over here, so they're like, you know what? Over there it's looking real good.
Right.
So they're about to build some stadiums out.
Fly for 20 hours for one game, you know what I mean? And then fly back across the country 20 hours to get home. That motherfucker's gonna be pissed doing that shit.
Hey,
you're playing all jet lagged and shit. But
well, hey, listen, you're gonna see the saddest games ever. You're gonna see one time. You're gonna see one time.
At like 9 o'clock in the morning. It's like, God damn.
It's like, hey, what time's the game on? Oh, 8 a.m.
Right.
Ain't watching that. Numbers gonna have to drop for that. They're gonna have to count on the locals for this. I ain't gonna be able to help them.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna see how this. Since it recorded, I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna try and submit it to Jeremiah and see how it goes, and let you get back to Royal Rumble. But this shit actually works out pretty cool.
Yeah. Is that who you're sending it to? Is that dude?
Yeah, I'm sending it to Jeremiah. So
YouTube or something?
Huh?
Did he put it on the YouTube?
Yep, he put it on YouTube, and in this, I think it records the audio but not the video. So they'll probably put this on like the station or something, kind of whatever you normally do. They'll probably upload it that way.
Right.